Good morning, my dear students. Myself Arul Murugan. Welcome to my digital class. Chapter name Database Concepts. Lecture video part 18. In today's class, we are going to discuss advantages of data warehouse, disadvantages of data warehouse, and data mining. We will see one by one slowly. Advantages of data warehouse. See, enhance end user access to report and analysis information. Dear students, you have to understand a data warehouse is a place where we can store the large amount of data in the database. So with the help of this data warehouse, we can do analysis for the organization purpose. So with the help of this data warehouse, enhance end users access to report and analysis of informations. So with the help of information, a end user can do analysis and report. Understand? Increasing data consistency. So with the help of this data warehouse, we can increase the data consistency. Next, increase the productivity and decrease the computing cost. So with the help of a data warehouse, we can decrease the computing cost. So in manually, if you are doing work 1 hour or 2 hour, we can do the same work with the help of a data warehouse with a minimum amount of time and a minimum amount of cost. And we can increase the productivity also with the help of data warehouse and able to combine data from different sources and one place. So we can collect the data from different places and we can store into a one place with the help of data warehouse. Next, data warehouse provides an infrastructure that cloud support. What is cloud support? Assume that I'm having an organization. I cannot able to store my data in my organization. So what I can do, I can store data into the third party. Understand? So the third party or some other company, they will take care of my organization's data. So with the help of data warehouse, the cloud support is possible. Assume that our SVVN PU college is an organization. Our organization data will be manipulated or handled by some other third party. The third party company may be in a Kerala or Andhra. Understand? So I can able to access the data from cloud support. This is called cloud support. Cloud process means my data will be stored in somewhere else. Understand? Next, disadvantages. Here, extracting, cleaning, and loading data could be time consuming. So this is the important point. So with the in data warehouse, the process extracting data, cleaning, loading, and these process will take more time. That is the most important. And data warehouse get outdated relatively quickly. So every day number of new tools are coming out. Understand? So the data warehouse easily outdated relatively and quickly. So we have data warehouse should be updated every day. And the problems with the compatibility with systems already in places. So assume that I'm having a older version of system or minimal configuration. So the data warehouse, it is not compatible with my existing system. That is the biggest problem. Not only a system, along with that hardware, software, the working environment, everything, it is problem with compatibility of my system. Understand? So this assume that in the system, the data warehouse problem with compactability, that is a major issue, which means I'm having a data warehouse, my data warehouse having some minimum support. Clear? That support cannot be provided my system. That is called compactability. Next, providing training to end user. So here end user must have trained how to access the data warehouse, how to extract the data from the data warehouse. So minimum they have to get some training. So this is the major disadvantages. Next, data mining. So what is data mining? A data mining is concerned with analysis and picking out relevant information. Simply we can tell extracting extracting data. So what is data mining? Analysis and picking out relevant information from database or data warehouse. Assume that the number of data will be stored in the data warehouse. We have to pick a data which is relevant to us. Understand? Some of data mining softwares, SPSS, SAS, Think Analytics, GSAT. So these are all the well-known data mining softwares. And the phases start with raw data and finish with extracting knowledge was the acquiring as a result. Assume that I'm going to get the raw data and I'm storing. So this is called first stage, raw data. So the phase start with raw data. I'm getting the data, I'm getting a raw data and I'm storing. Clear? After that I will do the process. After finally I will get finishing with extracted knowledge. So I will get some data that is called knowledge, that is called result. Understand? So simply, what is data mining? It is concerned with analysis and picking out relevant information. Stages. See, selection, pre-processing, transformation, data mining, interpretation and evaluation. So these are all the stages are available in the data mining. So we will see slowly one by one. First, selection. Dear students, selecting or segmenting a data according to the some criteria. So based on the criteria, we have to select the data or segmenting the data. Assume that in the data warehouse, number of data will be stored. Based on my criteria, we can see one small example. All the people who own car. In this way, subset of data can be determined. So all the details are already stored in the data warehouse. So I can extract those people are having owned car. So I can separately take it out from the data warehouse. This is called selecting or segmenting. So what is selecting or segmenting? We have to select or segment according to some criteria. So based on the criteria, we have to select and segment from the data warehouse. Next, pre-processing. What is pre-processing? See, this is data cleaning stage where certain information removed which is demand unnecessary. Assume that first I am taking out some relevant information from the data warehouse. Clear? After getting the data, I have to remove some unnecessary data from the extracted data. Assume that I am having 100 data. Among 100 data, I got one data which having owned car. Instead of owned car, I got bike. Clear? So I have to remove. And some one data got some value got missed. So I have to remove. So removing unnecessary data is called cleaning. The cleaning stage is called pre-processing. Before doing process, previously we have to clean or remove unnecessary data from the data warehouse. That is called pre-processing. Understand? Which means cleaning. The cleaning stage is called pre-processing. Understand? Next, transformation. See, the data is not merely transferred but transfer, which means the data made usable and navigatable. Assume that from the data warehouse we extracted data and we cleaned. Clear? After cleaning, we have to be ready to accessible to do the analysis or to do the transaction or to do some operations. This stage is called transformation. To make the data available to do the process, that is called a transformation. Understand? Next, data mining. Actually, this is actual process here. This stage concerned with extraction of patterns from the data. So this pattern can be defined as given a set of facts. So they will give a set of rules with a set of facts which is defined as a F, and a language is called L, and some measures some certainty called C. So they will give some data and they will give in a different format and they will give some conditions. So what is data mining? We already know that extracting data. Same thing, extraction of patterns from the data. So this data mining in the data processing stage. Next, interpretation and evaluation. Here, so we are going to see one by one. First, the data are stored in the data warehouse. Then we select the data, which means segmentation, clear, which is called the selection. So relevant information, some criteria we selected, then we have to clean, which means we have to remove unnecessary data, and after that we have to make all the data available, accessible to the system. This is called transformation, clear. First stage is called selection, second stage is called pre-processing, which means cleaning. Next, transformation, and after that we have to do extracting data. So here I got some report or final stage. Here I get result, clear. With the help of this result I will get some interpretation. Assume that in a example, first selecting or segmenting stage, we see one example, right? So what is the example? The people who owned car, understand? So here I got one result. So what is the result? Totally 30 people owned the car, clear. Among 30 people, 25 people owned high-end versions like RD, BMW, like this. So with the result, what we can interpret, or what we can interpretation, what we can interpretation. So the people are rich people, understand? So we can able to interpretation. So with the help of result we can interpretation, right? Next, see, the patterns identified by systems are interpreted into knowledge which can be used to support human decision making. Assume that in an organization, so we got some result. So based on the result, here we can take some decision according to the result. Example, prediction, classification task, summarizing. So these are all the things. So in the interpretation phase, we can able to predict, we can able to classification task, we can able to summarizing, understand? Too simple. What is interpretation means? After getting the result we can predict some, or we can predict something, clear. That is called interpretation. Dear students, I am going to conclude this session by giving summary. So we saw advantages and disadvantages and data mining. What is data mining? Analysis and picking out relevant information is called data mining. So stages: selection, pre-processing, transformation, data mining, interpretation and evaluation. Dear students, please watch the video if you have any doubt. Still, if you have any doubt, you just call me or message me. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. We will see next class with some other topic.